Yeah, so now we want to look at variables. Variables are a way that you can capture some data and store it so that you can refer to it later in the program. So if we stay with our Hello World idea, and what we're going to do is we're going to combine our previous learnings by concatenating a string of text with a variable to get the output. So if we go to variables, make a variable, and we'll call this place. Okay, so we've created the variable called place. Now by default, Scratch has a variable already there, so we have to choose the one that we've created. And we're going to set that to the string of text world. And then we're going to grab the output block and our concatenation. We're going to put hello and space in the first one, and we're going to grab our variable called place, and if we run our program now, we get hello world, and the world part is a variable. So if we change this to Australia, our output will be whatever is inside this bucket. So we tick on here, we can see whatever we type is stored in here, and then we output the value of it simply by referring to the name of the variable. Okay, so let's change this back to world. And what I'm going to demonstrate now is throughout the program, the variable with the same name can actually change its value. So I'm going to change the name of it there, and so watch what happens to the container here. It runs for 2 seconds, then 2 seconds, and 2 seconds. So we have world, then we have Australia, and then we have Brisbane. Let's look at this in Python now. So the first step is to just write out our logic, and we've got the hashtag, which makes these comments so it's not used by the program, only visible to us. Next step is we're going to output the string of text hello plus this variable here. I'm going to put that there, and if we output this, we get the expected outcome. Now we're going to complete the next two. So you can see here, all we have done is change the name of the variable to output world, and then we say place is now Australia, and that will of course output Australia here, and now we're saying place is Brisbane. So if we run our program now, that's our output. Now let's have a look at JavaScript. Okay, so in JavaScript, we use 2 forward slashes for a single line comment. A multi-line comment is a forward slash star, go to the end of the block of code you want to comment out, star, and backslash, or forward slash. And how I think of this is like the old bat and ball game, and the ball stays inside the paddle. So now we need the var keyword to declare the variable in JavaScript, and we're assigning it the value of world, and we need a semicolon at the end. And now we want to output. Now we could do alert instead of document.write, and we want to output hello with a space plus the value of this variable at this point in the program. Okay, now we'll do the next two. Now, by default, JavaScript writes horizontally. It doesn't see the white space like Python does. I'll show you what I mean. So we have to put in an additional command, which is plus, quotes, open close braces, and BR for break space. So this is very similar to HTML. So if we put that in, and this is the output that we were expecting. And we can see, actually, because I copied, we actually don't need the var keyword once we declare it. Okay, so that's the end of this video, which showed us a simple example on how variables hold some data but can change throughout the program, and all the program does is call the name of the variable to be able to use the data inside.